Hello everyone, welcome back to Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. Let's play. I said that like backwards. Well, actually that wasn't really backwards. Like, it would have been totally backwards if I was like, Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, Spyro. Play let's. That's what really backwards talking is like. Huh, jeez. I don't know, I'm in kind of a weird mood today. Today is actually Friday, January 2nd. I am recording. I'm finally starting to like get up on recording and like get a schedule, get a rhythm thing happening, and upload every day, which is something I've been kind of wanting to do for a while. And as you can see there, I forgot to grab this egg. I forgot it. I was like dicking around in Midnight Mountain so much, not even paying attention to what I was doing, that I forgot to grab this really easy to grab egg. So we're gonna do that really quickly before we go into the first world. There's 4 more to go, and a Sparks world, and a Speedway, and a final boss, and a bonus world, so really there's a lot more than 4 worlds. But today we're just gonna do this one. Oh, level complete. Actually, the level's not complete, because there's 1 more egg for us to get here. And every time I go into a portal or something, the game lags, I don't know. But yeah, I'm in a really, really weird mood today. It's Friday, and it's not New Year anymore.
Shh! Spyro! Don't tell anyone, but we've stolen some magic from the Sorceress. We're hiding here whilst we practice using it. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident and turned everything into crystal, and it seems to have aggravated the indigenous creatures.
This is a really, really strange level. That's all I can say. You got these guys, they're like made of crystal. Everything is made of crystal in this area. You got these like flying-ass beavers that you just gotta kind of flame. I don't know, it's not that bad. This place actually really reminds me of the Dreamweavers worlds from the first Spyro. And you got this music, which is the same music from Seashell Shore, if you remember, way back earlier in the LP. I don't know. But yeah, so the holiday season's over. It's Friday, and it's not January 1st, so my parents are back to work, which means I actually have time to record, which is very cool. We've got those big guys. They're scary, but they're not much. Those guys actually remind me of Magic Crafters enemies from Spyro 1. Don't forget these gems back here. They're really easy to miss. I'm missing gems at the very start. Jeez, it's a good thing that I went back to get those. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd be missing. You got the turtles. Turtles. Hurl the turtle. But yeah, as I've been saying, I'm in a strange mood. Partly because of caffeine, but I mean, then again, what else is new with me in the way that I record? And speaking of the way that I record, I'm sorry that the last video was, like, the audio was kind of quiet. I don't know what happened. Ever since I, formatted my computer into Japanese so I could play a game, a Toho fan game. It's like a Toho Fire Emblem crossover. It's like, I haven't even really gotten that much of a chance to play it. I've just been busy with other things. Gotta talk to this guy.
Would you like to see a magic trick? Watch carefully. As you can...
Oh shit, I made him skip the dialogue accidentally. But as you can see, there's nothing on my left sleeve, nothing on my right sleeve, but now with a wave of my hands and a magic word, Alakazam! The Pokemon, it's a psychic type, and I mess up the platforms, and you go here, and that's all there is to it, really. But yeah, I formatted in my computer into Japanese to play this game. And now, all of my like programs, like DX Story, all that stuff is actually in Japanese for me right now. And ever since I did that, the audio levels on my on DX Story have been kind of strange. And it wasn't that big of a deal, but the last episode had so many huge like sound effects, like the explosion sound effects of the fireballs, and the Agent 9's gun was really loud relative to my commentary, so normally I can fix the balancing, but not so much that time, so the commentary ended up being a little quiet, and I'm sorry about that, but anyway, I keep like getting distracted in tangents, but we'll go talk to this guy.
You want to see the trick again? Well, alright, but I want you to know this isn't as easy as it looks. Alakazam!
Yeah, if you fail the platforms, all you gotta do is talk to him again. But this is a very, very strange level. Yeah, and I was gonna say, oh yeah, there's a story that I wanted to tell you guys, that I was thinking about. So basically, God, we gotta talk to this guy too.
All this magic is just misdirection, you know. Which is why I'm going to start that whirlwind over there. Abracadabra!
That's 2 more Pokemon, man. You got all these freaking Pokemon and whatnot. And way to miss the head bash. Basically, that guy makes a whirlwind for you. But my mom got me one other, like, kind of late Christmas present. It's really more of a present for her, actually, because there's a show, it's an anime, it's called Monster. And of course, like most anime, it's based off of a manga. But anyway, it's this really, really good, like, really, like, I'm serious here. It's like one of my favorite anime that I've ever seen, ever. It's so good. Everybody should watch this show. And it's relatively long, but none of it is filler, so it doesn't feel like it's long, and it's really easy to marathon. But anyway, I was at the Vault of Midnight, which is this, like, local comic book store, and they have lots of manga there, too. I was there with my mom, and we actually saw that they had the DVDs of Monster there.
Okay, I'll show you again. If you watch carefully, maybe you'll be able to see how it's done. Abracadabra!
Yeah, so we got there, and I was kind of skeptical of, like, this box set, because there were only, like, 3 DVDs in the set, and I was like, well, that's weird. I mean, like, obviously this isn't the complete series, because the complete series is, like, 74 episodes, and how the hell are they gonna... Maybe it's 72, I can't actually remember. But how the hell are they gonna fit, like, all of that on 3 DVDs? But anyway, my mom went back, and she got that.
Spyro, did you know I happen to be a very talented amateur magician? My specialty is the, amazing extending bridge trick. I'd love to show you, but I need a small donation first. For my expenses, you understand.
Fuck you, Moneybags. 1,000 gems? Oh my god. I'm happy over here.
You shouldn't anger a magician, Spyro. I just might decide to turn you into a blue hedgehog or something.
Oh my god, I never saw that line of dialogue before.
Spyro,
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
very good. Let's see. Hocus pocus ziggledy zen, make this bridge get long again.
That's what I say right before I have sex. No, I'm just kidding. I've never had sex before. Well, anyway, so to continue with this story about the box set, and it turns out, like, basically the people that were working there, I guess probably just because they didn't know any better, they're like, oh yeah, no, this is the complete set, you should buy this, because it's totally complete, don't worry about it. And we got it, and I'm like, you know, I'm not upset that we did or anything like that, I don't think it was a waste of money or anything, but as it turns out, it was an incomplete set. It was only 3 DVDs that each had 5 episodes, so it was like the first fifth of the show, basically. And basically, my mom got sucked into it, because Monster does that to you. Like, it's just such a good show, and it's so, like, easy to watch.
Well, I suppose I could show you my new trick. As long as you promise not to tell the great Zamboni. He steals all my best work. Alakazam!
Well, dude, I think that this trick's already been stolen by him. Well, so that's kind of funny. Well, anyway, so yeah, it's like such a show that gets you into this mindset of like...
Here, you can have this. I was going to use it in a trick, but my magic just keeps bouncing off.
I wasn't trying to talk to that guy. I was trying to tell you my story, man. I was trying to talk about my life, and I just couldn't because the game was interrupting me. But it's like a show that's always like, they end every episode in such a place that's like, god damn it, I need to see the next one. And the first time that I watched this, I binged this like 72 or 74 episode show in freaking like 2 days. It was insane. Anyway, here we got like a Mario slide. Basically, the challenge is just getting all of the gems. And I might mess this up and I might die, but whatever. So, so it was only these like, okay, we are already messing this up, but jeez. So, we discovered, however, after we watched all of the episodes, because we've already seen all the episodes, my mom got it the day before she left to go to Pennsylvania to see her dad, and like, the day after she got back, we finished it. We finished all 15 episodes that we saw. So, we went online to look up where we could buy the next box set, like the second volume, the next 15 episodes, you know, and it turns out that it doesn't exist. Like, the people that made Viz Media, who are, like, publishing this, they just never released the second box set. And this show was like 10 years old. Well, I guess like 11 years old now that it's 2015. But it was released in 2004. It's like not a new show or anything like that. But they just never fucking published anything except the first 15 episodes. So we're like really upset about that. But it's like, you know, I'm still glad to have the DVDs that we do. It's like cool to have them. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I definitely missed some gems here. So we're going to have to go down the slide again. But anyway, yeah, Monster. It's really good, and you should watch it, because it's really good. So that's that story. And, like, there was something else that I wanted to say in this video. Oh, yeah, it was about my next LP. Because, actually, there's another game that I think that I want to do. Now, there is a way that you can, like, cheat the slide and, like, fall down it in a very specific place to, like, ooh, jeez. I almost keep falling off of it myself. Ah! But yeah, I know that I said Fire Emblem and Oracle of Seasons 3 Heart Run, but there's another game, actually, that I'm kind of been jonesing to play. And don't worry, because the last time when I used jonesing in the sense of, like, let's playing a game, it was like, man, I got a jonesing to play Pokemon Crystal, so I'm only gonna, like, make 2 parts of an LP. It's like, jeez, just forget about it. But, no, it's not like that. It's not a long game. It's another PS1 game. Oh man, we got so much more stuff to do here. We got a Bentley thing, we got this fucking thief chase to do. We got some more eggs, just like miscellaneous crap to pick up. Anyway, this guy's not that bad. This is actually probably the longest thief chase in the game. There's a way to do this that makes it a lot faster though, but that involves swimming in air and cheating, and I don't really know how to do it in this level, to be honest. It's probably the hardest swim in air glitch to pull off in the entire game. Is the one in that level. But man, I wasn't expecting to crash into him just like that. That was easy. So anyway, yeah, it's another game, and I'm kind of hesitant to say what it is, but it is another PlayStation 1 game. And it's like, speaking of, this game actually kind of reminds me of Threads of Fate, but not in the sense that it's like a crappy game like Threads of Fate is. I mean, like, that game is definitely pretty forgettable, and I am going to finish that one of these days. As a matter of fact, it's so forgettable that I forgot how many parts I actually made of that LP. It's like, I was looking through my my list of uploads, because eventually I got to get around to making playlists too, and it's like, jeez. But anyway, could you pick up the egg? Thank you. I freaking didn't even remember that I made 17 parts of that LP. It definitely didn't feel like I made 17 parts of that LP. So I'm going to finish that. I am going to go back and do Mint Story, like, one of these days. But it's another game that has 2 playable characters and is for the PS1. That's about all that it has in common with Threads of Fate. It's actually part of a different series, and I'm trying to keep the suspense, but it was like, I'm not doing a very good job. Eventually, all of the crystals, like the magic tricks, are just permanent. I guess I can try to show off Swim in Air. It's actually... I guess I'm not going to spend, like, too much time on it or anything like that. But basically, like, the idea is you get over here. And basically, I'm thinking that I'm just going to LP this game before... that's not it. That's not how you do it. Where do you do it? But basically, there's, like, a spot somewhere in here, which is about as good as I can, like... Oh, I almost had it! Oh my god, I almost had it. Swim in air. Can I do this? It's, like, really hard. It's so precise, and I don't know where the spot is. But it's like, you do it just right, and Spyro will get up there. But, yeah, you know, forget about it. We don't need no stinking swim in air. It's not definitely... Or it's not going to be like a long LP or anything like that. It'll probably take me as long to do both of those stories as it will to do Oracle of Seasons and a 3 Heart Run, because I'm assuming that I'm going to die a whole bunch in that game, and it's going to take me a lot more parts than Oracle of Ages did, so... But who knows? Life is a mystery. I might actually record some of that today and put it up, just because I don't have to, like, change the settings to record it or anything like that. Change the DX story settings, since it is a PS1 game. That's the nice thing about those. Alright, we got like one more thing to do in this level, and then we're just about done. So that'll be that, and then Fire Emblem. I don't know when I'm going to start recording that. I'm probably going to start recording it after I beat the Sorceress.
Good evening, Spyro. The amazing Randini is about to put on a display of Prestidigitation. I've heard that it's quite impressive. So I'm going to watch the show.
Oh man, that line right there takes me back. But to continue my first thought, actually, like, I'm probably, after I beat the first Sorceress, I don't know how much I'm gonna record today, like, because I don't want to, like, I don't want my commentary to go downhill or anything by any means. That's never good. So I'll just record it today as much, basically, as I feel like, and maybe I'll feel like recording some other games. Get some other stuff happening, who knows. Anyway, we want to come down here and pick up the gems before we do this challenge. It's actually, this challenge is kind of weird, and I'll talk more about it later, but that line that Bentley says when you go into this area, he uses a word, and I remember this word very specifically, the word Prestidigitation, which is like a 6-syllable word, and I remember thinking that this was like a huge deal to know this word, but I like went out of my way to look up this word in the dictionary when I was like 7 years old, and then use it for my teachers, and they were like, what the fuck?
I'm afraid my magic show seems to have overexcited the moles. They need a good bonk on the head to calm them down, and you look like just the man to help.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I is my game skipping here. Bash the moles? Fuck yeah.
A light tap on the head should sort them out. But watch out for my friends. They're trying to burrow after them.
Yeah, this is a whack-a-mole game, and there's a way that you can manipulate this so the moles will continue to spawn in the same, like, triangle, and they do it the same way every time. Basically, there's 20 moles, you have a minute to whack them all. Don't do what I just did, though, because those gnomes...
Well, that didn't do it. See, they've got themselves all worked up into a tizzy. You'll have to try again.
God, that line of dialogue, too, also takes me back, because I remember hearing it so many times because this egg was so hard. This is the last thing we do in the game is Bentley, by the way. So no more Bentley for us. But yeah, it was, every time I think of this game, I think of Prestidigitation, and I think of using that word and impressing my teachers, who were definitely like, what the fuck, why does a 7-year-old know this word? Except they weren't like, what the fuck, because, can you please hit these motherfuckers? The hitboxes are very finicky. We are probably gonna fail this challenge. If you time it just right, you can hit them right as they stick their heads out the first time before they start running around. Oh, there is no way. 15 seconds to get this many moles? I don't know. Maybe. Hang on. I'm not done yet. 5. Where are they? Where are these fuckers? Okay, no, we lost. Even if I had gotten that one.
Well, that didn't do it.
Well, that didn't do it. See, they've got themselves all worked up into a tizzy. It's like the way he emphasizes the word tizzy is like so breathy, and there's like almost a voice crack on it. That's like the only time I had ever heard that word. I remember the word tizzy, and I was like, what the fuck is a tizzy? Like, what are you even talking about, man? Alright, come on. Okay, boy howdy. We are getting these dudes. I think there's only ever one gnome that'll show up at a time. Prove me wrong, why don't you, game? And sometimes these guys... Yeah, it gets really chaotic here. Okay, get that... Whoa! 2 for the price of 1, Grandma. Okay, I think we got it this time. This is like... Like I said, there's a way that you can manipulate this. I remember that was one thing in the speedrun that blew my mind. And you only ever see this in a 117 speedrun, which is like, you probably have no idea what I mean when I say 117.
Well done! And look, one of my friends dug up this whilst chasing the moles.
But 117 is actually 100% completion in this game. You don't get 100% completion until you get 117%. I know that's like really, really fucking stupid, and don't ask me why the developers did it that way, but that's just the way it is. So is that all the gems? No, we're missing gems here. Okay. Well, I guess that I continue to talk about stuff, but it's like, geez. So the gems are in here. Where are they? Up there? Oh, I know where I'm missing gems. It's a good thing the Superfly power-up is right here. There's always a 10 gem on top of the very last structure, like at the very end of the level. I am always forget this gem. But I'm missing other gems too. Thank God for this ability. It's like, jeez. It's actually useful here in this one. It's not so much... Whoa, 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 Sparks, where are you pointing, buddy? Where are you pointing? Over here? Where are you pointing? That's a good question. Is it inside? Did I ever go down the water in this area? I don't think that I did. No, I don't think I did. Or if I did, I missed some stuff. But anyway, let's get out of here. So that's Crystal Islands, or whatever it's called, Crystal Islands. Makes me think of that song by Death, Crystal Mountain, which was actually the first song by Death that I ever heard, and was one of the songs that really got me into death metal, as a matter of fact. And it's not even like that harsh of a song or anything like that. It's not hard to listen to. I remember playing it for my dad, and he was like, "This is death metal. This isn't that intense or anything." But anyway, next time on Let's Play Spyro 3, we're gonna go to Desert Ruins and do that place. So yeah, okay. See you next time. Bye.